Yo, what's up? Just gonna test some Teldrassil route that I planned using the new skip that Ampy found through the mountains. I think that works better for hardcore. I've made my own. Okay, I forgot to turn it on right now. I've made my own RXP for it as well. Female Nelf? No, we play Gigachat male hunter. So yeah, just so bow ASMR after the announcements for you.
I am honored.
I don't know if you are excited about the servers coming up. I for sure am. Could have just made a blue post. Yeah, I mean they kind of wanted to, you know, do it in person, put more weight to it. I think that's fine. It's like way more official than too scared to run mage. Yep, you got me, man. Season of Mystery. Yeah, they're gonna do it like later this year, right? For sure. Okay, that's not what I wanna pull. God, screw that grill. Can let it reset. Level 4 move too strong. I'm scared. You know, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the PTR. I wanna test how it's gonna play out in practice. What they actually implement. I need to check how ZF is gonna work. It's a massive deal. What they do about Sulfuroc AoE farming. Is it a thing? Is it not? Completely changes your route. Changes the amount of hours you need to play on launch. Yeah, I really wanna get that PTR, man. I don't know if it's gonna be a PTR, which is public, right? Or if it's a beta and then I need to get an invite link. Maybe I can work some magic with the RXP guys. Maybe they get, you know, a couple codes to spare. They said PTR. He said PTR, but like that could be, you know, just a word for it. He just means beta test. But yeah, let's hope for the best because he said PTR. That's true. You know, P stands for public, not private, right? So. Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like in the heat of the moment, he could have said it when they actually mean a beta, right? Like it's not guaranteed. Oh, we got a bag. Cheating already. Yeah, I have the grind step in the wrong spot. Or no, it's okay. What is Q? I must have coded it wrong. It's supposed to be grind to level 4 minus 400, but it's already skipped, so I probably put it to 3. I mean, later this summer, right? So we still have some time to finish our guides and prep. But the PTR is gonna be nice. Might be some sort of like mini race on the PTR if they launch it. Like, if they launch it, for instance, with a level cap, like 30, that would be interesting to like race to 30, let's say, right? Stuff like that.
The loon be with you.
Yeah, no, Tommy is vanished, man. I don't think he'll come back. Like, if he comes back, he'll not play mage. So,
Ah, the great outdoors.
like, I don't know what he's supposed to do, right? 'Cause he definitely will not want to leak his run.
What brings
But I mean, he can always do like blood cell percent paladin bullshit if he wants. But I don't think he cares right now. Right now, he only cares about pumping the speedrun, which is giga based.
Ishnu alam.
Dude, yeah, of course he will go AoE. Yeah, he goes for the world first. He has to pick the only good strat, which is yeah AoE.
The loons light your path. Asha Kala.
He's so bad. What do you mean, dude? He's fucking better than all of us, dude. Where's Morrow? Yeah, there's no Morrow, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think there's a zone that's named that. This is Teldrassil, best zone in the game. Look at the color palette, so nice, so diverse. No more white. It's what called the Shirukvak in the summer.
A loon be with you. Goddess.
Maybe. But yeah, I'm done with Mage for now. I finished the route as well for 1 to 20. It's supposed to be available for subs. I need to make like a command and then I need to make a Discord where I can actually send it out easily. For now, if you're subbed, anyone I 1 to 20 Burning Mage route with like no actual explanation on how to do shit, like you just kinda assume that you know what to do, then you can hit me up in DMs, I'll send it to you. Like on Twitch. Beat Tommy's world record again with a recording? No, I don't have it recorded. I mean, I did beat him, no. I have recorded a time that is like better than his on speedrun.com, so I have recorded a 13:30. Like the 12:21, I started recording at the Wendigo cave, so I have that recorded, but it's just from like level 6 onward. It's like in the Wendigo cave, I kinda realized that I might have forgotten to start. no recording, and I kinda knew that I was onto something with that run at that point. This quest will be the biggest bottleneck on any fresh. It's like you really have to complete it. This unlocks all the like the Moonwell quests. But like there's not that many mobs and there's gonna be people farming this. You need to farm the dynamic respawns that spawn outside the cave, don't go inside the cave. The cave is a fucking maze, bro. Once I kill all these spiders here, you see they'll start like dynamically respawning. And on the fresh they're gonna like hyper spawn. See that guy just respawn instantly. You can trigger the dynamic respawn alone, right? If you just kill all of them. It would be really nice to get like good RNG on this quest. This is pretty painful to farm. So you wanna get out of here ASAP. Yeah, equip some of that because it's gonna be annoying. Bag management. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna focus on Hunter. Like, I kinda wanna finish the last bit of the mage route that I haven't completed or speedrun yet is the 1 to 22. Or like the 20 to 22 part, like, so. Redridge basically, right? That's after level 20, you go to Redridge level to 22 there. But I think I wanna practice for some PTR so I don't get put into dust. If there's like an unofficial race or something, maybe I wanna be ready. Yeah, I'm set on rolling Hunter for the official servers. I don't really see a world where I'm not. I would be griefing my guild, I would be griefing myself most likely. And I would most likely also not beat Tommy anyway. Although I would have much better chances, because if Tommy died, then you know you can actually win as a mage. Or as a hunter, you can even if Tommy dies, let's say, it's just some other mage is gonna win. I am like I'm a complete doomer about the race. Like there's, if you think you can win first 60 on a non-major delusion, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, my morale is kinda low, but I wanna, you know, at least try to go for first non-mage.
Hi.
win on a warrior Gratsman. I would like to see that. So yeah, morale not the best, but I mean, not many people who care. Like for fresh, it's always you are first or like you're last, basically, right? Like as soon as I put in any like asterisks, like I don't know, first non-mage, like no one cares. It's like a cool story, bro moment, but like yeah, no one gives a fuck. But it's still,
What brings you here?
it's about as much as I can do.
Goddess bless you. My goods are of the highest quality.
Still, I don't think I'll be like that far behind. But like a real amount of hours behind though, like maybe 10 hours behind.
How may I help?
Which is, you know, quite a bit. But it also depends on how the run will go. I wanna look for some like holes in the old Zarand route, like if there's stuff to be optimized. Like I'm pretty sure I already found an optimization for Teldrassil because the main route was built around like the death skip. Then he kinda adapted it for hardcore, but like the fix is basically you just don't do the death skips. I mean, obviously, but because of that, the pathing is like considerably more annoying on hardcore. There's like 2 super long runs to Darknesses that you need to do. And I'm gonna skip both of them
I am honored.
with my new route. I utilizes the mountain skip that Ampy found in Teldrassil. You'll see later today, we like basically clip through like a route and then you go up the mountain. And you can skip through the mountains that are around Teldrassil and you go straight to the Moonwell that is outside for the Crown of the Earth quest. Yeah, Forbidden Tech. Okay, I got dazed, man. It's annoying. Yeah, I definitely want to be the first Hunter 60. I want to be the first non-mage 60, right? Which is probably the Hunter 100 seconds fastest. Like out of the ethical classes that actually play the game normally. Yeah, Hunter is the second fastest. So. Hi Slavo. Are you excited about the announcement? How do you guys feel about the announcement? Well, they basically announced what everyone's expecting them to announce, right? Which is servers are coming. The timeline looks decent. Like they didn't say any dates, but they say PTR sooner than we think, and then servers sometime this summer. So I like that. I like the summer launch as well. Hopefully after my exam session, and I'm gonna have time to know live that shit. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, I would have loved some date, like at least the PTR date. I would have really liked. Cause now we're kind of in the blue and we have to like wait. Like every day they could just randomly drop the PTR or something. I don't even know if they're gonna do that. Like if they're gonna give us time in advance or no. So if there is a PTR, I would like to schedule like a nice little race with the boys. Like, you know, let's play for 30 hours and see who can get the highest level, stuff like that. With some of the speedrunning NDs. 10 PM stream. I mean, it's in the US, it's like the morning, right? know, nice. Wait, what time is it? I think it depends where you live, dude. But yeah, like afternoon, morning. I have some US boys in the chat. I can have a nice coffee. Coffee and bow ASMR. Almost 5 p.m. Oh, it's evening, nice. Yeah, probably works better even. It's kinda like peak time, right? 2 p.m. for West Coasters, okay. Yeah. It's US so big they have like different time zones.
Can I assist?
It's confusing, what do you know? But yeah, this stream time is pretty good for us. What's your fastest 160 right now? I did 74 hours and like 6 minutes. But like we don't count the 6 minutes, man. It's fine.
Greetings.
So just say 74 hours.
Go in peace.
If I didn't make mistakes, it would be less. It's just pretty obvious take, but yeah, you know what I mean, right? Not the happiest with like some of the stuff I did.
Peace be with you.
For instance, I killed Overseer Maltorius, and I forgot to take the quest. So I loot him and I get any like quest item. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, that shit took like 9 minutes to kill him. And stuff like that. Yeah, that's the plan, right? To not make mistakes. It's really hard to like run. Holy fuck, there's no cats, bro. It's gonna be cursed. It's really hard to run 1 to 60, which is such a long speedrun, and not make like any dumbest mistakes. It's like at that point, you're not even speaking of those like mechanical mistakes that you make, because you're gonna make so many. Like it's hard to make a run with no like major routing mistakes. You know, you forget one item from your bank and you're kind of fucked or something like that. Happens a lot. If these spawns are cursed, man. There's no cats. I actually need to go the long way. Yeah, that would have been a pretty bad mistake to have as the last mistake of the run. It ended up not mattering really. So there's that. Okay, this is fucking cursed by the way. Like the fact that I had to take the long way around. Not a fan. The second vendor here, I guess, for all that's worth.
These are the end. May the stars guide you.
I'm listening.
So my splits I'm comparing to like this is the 1 to 60 speedrun. The splits here, and basically they're like a run with logout abuse. So I waited for Hearthstone at level like 8, or back to Dolnar, and I've also preset the mobs in the zone as well for the start. So if we can do a faster arrival at Aberdeen, so basically like level 12, that means this is pretty good. So I'm gonna play it like it's fresh, right? So I didn't preset any mobs, like I don't know what's where in the zone. I'm going in blind. And I'm gonna log out abuse, basically like a real-time speedrun, no cheating. Yeah, I will need to do like a degen speedrun, of course. I think 36 to 40 hours is the first session, and then try to finish it in the second one. So try to go for 2 sessions, 1 sleep for like maybe 4 to 6 hours. I think that's the winning play. But like if there's no ZF farm, which I have to test, it's probably a double sleep and 3 sessions instead. I don't think I can do 40, it's like 70 plus hours without sleep, like 2 sessions. So if 1 sleeps, that'll be 2 like 40-hour sessions pretty much.
Greetings.
Yeah, I also play HCIRL. But like 36 plus some sleep plus like 24 is pretty okay. I think. I think I could do a 60-hour run with Sulfuric. That's what I also need to check, by the way. We'll be doing some hardcore ZF farming action.
Now what?
Yeah, I will do endgame content. I'm planning to play with the guys in Frontier. Don't know if you heard about it. Basically, Ampy's guild, who has just won. Shout out to Ampy, by the way. He won the Hardcore All Stars with his team. Cyanic Circus, speedrunning dungeons. Don't know if people who followed probably will know. It was like a hardcore event where they had pre-made teams and pre-made characters that they could level for a time, and they basically speedrun like all the dungeons in the game over the course of like the past 3 months. Yeah, Ampy is on NA. I mean, the Cyanic Circus was playing on EU, but like that's irrelevant for the first launch. I'm gonna be playing on NA for the hardcore launch. No, assuming Frontier rolls on NA, which they probably will. So I'll have to deal with the ping issue. But I think it should be fine. I've been assured by multiple people who play the cross-continent that it's in fact okay. And we'll see if they're full of shit or not. Less popular? I think NA will be more populated, right? There's gonna be a bunch of like huge streamers that will bring like all their friends. And it's gonna be interesting. Let's just say. It's pretty bad. I get any spells into this mob. Mana is in the bin as well. Is that a level 5? This level 5 I can pull it, but it's not. Just fix my UI. 2 ticks.
Peace be with you.
The owls are scary because you basically cannot run away from them. They're too fast. Or I mean, you cannot create distance between you and them, right? Like you just need to... If you see you're losing 1v1, you kind of just run and hope they leash off before you die. What does the EU have beside Guzu? Isn't Peyo on EU? I don't know.
Brings you here.
Joker plays on EU as well. But yeah, I'm afraid of like the actual Giga streamers, like you know,
Peace be with you.
Shroud, Summit,
Goddess.
Soda Poppin. Like they're all gonna, Asmongold even, right? They're all gonna go on an A. Like there could be some interesting stuff happening on that server. But I think if you're like a small streamer like me, you get ahead of the pack, then it shouldn't be a problem for the speed leveling though. Like there's gonna be a lot of layers is the thing, right? Yeah, the launch should help my stream. I will also have more time in the summer and I wanna start doing some YouTube. For now I'm too busy. But I can do a lot of like instructional hunter content and then some like random highlight compilation type videos as well. Like, those should be pretty easy to make and apparently it's pretty good for like transferring viewers off of YouTube into Twitch. I don't know, but I'm not like big into the influencer stuff. I'm kinda clueless, man. Just playing some WoW. Ever been the hustler type? We'll see how it goes, you know. I don't mind streaming, I think it's pretty fun.
Can I assist you?
I mean, we are not even close to earning a living from it, man. That's like a very far stretch. But yeah, it would be nice. I wouldn't mind. Definitely like it more than like your regular 9 to 5 for the rest of your life idea, right? So right now for me it's looking like, you know, I'll just be a finance guy in some corpo basically. It's not that bad, like you get pretty good benefits. The job is good and you'll be paid fairly, but very exciting, is it? Sure, but I don't think classic launch is gonna be like there's not never gonna be a hype event again such as WoW Classic relaunch. Like the hardcore server is cool and all, but like the level of hype will not even be near what Joker got. Like Joker is like a 1 in a million or even less type guy, right? Like literally won the lottery on that. No, he sells farts. Yeah, basically. You think you can see me hitting 3 to 5k viewers? That I am not even like fucking in the realm of that. Like Tommy is the biggest speedrunning Andy, right? And he's like he has a really funny personality for the stream, and he's hitting like what 700? I don't know, man. 3k is a fucking massive stretch. That's like so much. Yeah, no, for sure. Tommy probably like doesn't give a fuck, right? Like he's not going for a full-time streamer. Yeah, he probably makes enough of a living from RXP. I mean, he's a multi-billionaire, right? So he just streams when he wants to. Maybe you can improve your meme game. I mean, yeah, probably. I should, but like I've talked about it before. Like I don't really have that like inner gameplay narration that Tommy does, right? Like you know, I hit him up and I'm like, you know, let's have a gander, or like I can get the J's on, or I'm trying to run somewhere. Like I don't say that stuff. So, you know, I don't feel it, right? I also don't want to be like artificially trying to say that, 'cause it feels awkward. But I mean, I'm all for memes and like fun stuff. It's just I don't want it to be artificial or like forced. I'll feel like shit. Like if I have to blow up, it has to be me, right? Like if I try to pretend that I have a slightly different personality, then it's gonna be like straining long term. Also, Tommy, you know, has the British buff, where everything he says is just like that little bit extra funny because he's British. Like I don't know if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be like me now. I mean, this is actually like a thing though. Imagine putting a 12-hour stream of Peyo's energy. Yeah, I mean Peyo has like a wild personality, right? No, it's not about being funny, right? Like you could be unfunny and you're still slightly more funny than like an unfunny person who is not British. Is what I mean. Because like everyone speaks English, right? But like no one speaks English the way the British do, which you know makes sense. But I don't know if you feel me, man. I don't mean like posh, but like it's just the accent is there, and then it's you know you can feel it. You can feel the vibe. And no, objectively you also do have a bit of an easier time streaming in your native language, right? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You have a better vocabulary. Okay, I'm a betting man. There's one guy here, and I had one more. And I'm just gonna hope that it spawns like somewhere there. Okay, it did. Let's go. Brits are pretty good at speaking American for foreigners. True. Yeah, they get it, man.
Greetings. What brings you here? Hello.
Thanks, Alfred. It's a different vibe, right? Like some people I enjoy both. I mean, I don't enjoy like Pio, Peo type energy because it's a bit too much for me. But I like Tommy. I like the content, right? Because I'm into speedrunning. So there's that. And I just like the way that he makes speedrunning, you know, more enjoyable to watch. And I'm also okay with like acting emotionally when something happens, like I get fucked in RNG or something in a funny way, but like usually I just don't really care much, right? Like I know this is about, like if you do a speedrun enough times, you're about to get some bad RNG, some good RNG. The most excited I've been about speedruns lately was the Mage 1 to 10s. I actually really like that. I enjoyed the competition I had with Tommy, trying to beat his time. For Hunter, I have the problem where, like, for 1 to 10, for instance, there's no one that's done close to my time, because Zarant, who's probably the only person I know could beat me at this time, unless there's someone I just don't know yet running. Like, he just doesn't want to form 1 to 10 speedruns because they're kind of annoying to do. Especially on in Teldrassil, where you need to set up Black Moss. Like, I don't have that competition. I, like, beat the Hunter record by, like, I beat the hardcore record by like 11 minutes now. Like if you go on speedrun.com, there's like me, and then there's like a time that's like from 2 years ago, and it's like 11 minutes slower. So I don't really have any motivation to beat that. Right now my drive is gonna be to have the fastest fresh time possible. But I would also have way more motivation for that if I felt that I can win. But I just feel that not playing mage I actually have no chance. But I also really don't wanna play mage. Yeah, I've been kind of a downer about the whole race to 60 thing. Like I'm hyped to do it, but I really hate the fact that I'm just gonna get smoked. Oh yeah, you can have like streamers like CD, like you mentioned, right? Like he's also a massive streamer, like a massive personality for WoW, and he has a completely different vibe. But like I said, it's also fun to like spam some kick W's in Joker's chat. Like it's a little bit of something for everyone, and you just need to figure out what you need. I like small streamer communities too. Like when you find like a new streamer you like, then it's like way easier to like communicate with him, right? Since he doesn't have that many viewers, the chat is not like zooming at like an insane pace, and you can just chill. Yeah, I don't think there's enough. Like, let's say Tommy dies, right? It's the best like mage candidate. Like, just someone else is gonna win. Yo, thanks Nevboy for a sub. Are you Nev from my guild on retail, or is this just coincidence? Either way, welcome. But like, I prepped some mage. Like, I practiced mage 1 to 20. I'm like maybe 20 minutes slower 1 to 20 right now with like not that many attempts for it. Than Tommy. It's like it's not like I'm not competitive. Yo, what's up, man? It's just I don't want to play mage, man. Like that class is fucking stupid. And in the end game, I want to be a hunter. And like I said, I want to play the world first stuff with Frontier. And like I feel like I'd just be hard griefing them if I was like, yo, I'm gonna play mage. And like I don't have any mage experience end game. Aside from that like molten core that I did, classic when I had no idea what I'm even doing. So yeah, man, that's why I'm going hunter. Yeah, mage is the cheater class. It should be removed from World of Warcraft. That is true. I do main mage on retail though. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, I'll play on NA, right? Because the guys are gonna play on NA. Good sure. Although I would be down to like persuade them to go EU so we dodge all the like gigantic streamers and their communities.
Goddess,
I mean, I would have to float that idea, you know, with
what brings you
MP and
Ishno.
on the Discord. We'll see. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna go NA. But I'd obviously prefer to play on EU. What the fuck was that jump? Yeah, I'm joining Ampy's guild. Should I put Frontier in the title? I don't know, but yeah, it's that.
I am honored.
I need to put in the mage command, like exclamation point mage. So it sends that mage is a cheater class and should be removed from World of Warcraft message. Every time. How annoying is the latency? See, that's the thing, I don't know. I haven't played it. I know a couple people who played it and told me it's fine, and then also I know for a fact that like there's some even of the retail world first guys that play cross continent on like 100 plus ping on retail, where the game's like way more like every second on retail matters way more than on classic, right? You need better reaction times, and it was still fine. So you know, if you can rate like world first retail stuff cross continent, then I trust you can play classic as well. Yeah, there's no like command yet. I'll need to make it 10 for this run. Mostly 1 to 10 for now, or 1 to 12. I'm just gonna check my time with the new route.
Don't touch me.
And basically, if it's gonna be anywhere close to this run, which is like a cheater run, so that is with preset mobs. Like I set up all these guys, for instance, or those bogling dudes around the lake, right, to be level 5. So they're easier to kill than level 6 by like actually a lot. Stuff like that. So, you know. If I can get like an hour 45 Darkshore arrival, that is pretty good. What's new about the route? I'll mention it when I'm there. I think that will make most sense. But basically, I'm utilizing a skip MP found from Darnassus to the Moonwell that is outside. You'll see it. And it's supposed to cut like some of the running around that you do later on. Holy fuck, what is this? Dude, all the mobs are the warriors. That's fine. I mean, that's what I mean also, right? Like I had all the spawns preset to Shaman, for instance, here on the other run. Here I need to like look for them. But even, I don't know, I just have this issue where like every time there's a red split visible on the screen, I feel like I have to explain why it's there. But the truth is I could also just play better probably. I was doing a one run off stream and I was closer to my time than this. I could be like a minute faster. It's playing better. You already have the stay tuned for big info down, yeah. Guess that's important, true. Need to keep the viewers, but yeah. Playing chat like Tommy. I mean, listen, it is kind of true though. Like playing without talking and without reading chat and you just focus fully on the gameplay, you do save time. So like for the race, I would definitely stream it, but like no cam, no mic, and I wouldn't even have the chat on the second screen to read. Like I would have it like in the tray. Read it maybe during like a flight path. Yeah, cool. I mean that's what Tommy did for like the rap race as well, right? Like I saw he had like an exclamation point speedrun command, basically explaining why he's not even interacting at all. You just need to allow it for the speedrun. It's you know, it's not your regular stream for content. Like so you actually need to stay dialed in. You lose like real time by streaming. So there's the blame the chat part. Hope you enjoyed. This is fucking scuffed, bro. I need to clear actually that camp. I mean, I can do that, I guess. I'll just be over leveled. Maybe I have to farm less later on, something. How do I do that? Let's just kill this guy, I guess. That's right. I mean, honestly, only Blizzard knows what the PTR actually means. I hope it's actually PTR, so public. So I don't have to like beg somewhere for a key. That'd be nice. But then what they actually plan to test is a mystery. Do you guys mind if I dev skip here? Because I can't see BA walking back to town. You know, just let me indulge a bit. Like on a hardcore run, you would just have to run back to town. It's basically the same thing, right? I just kind of CBA. save some real life time.
What brings you here?
I'm basically slower because of the setup anyway, so this is fair, man. This is not cheating.
Good luck.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's not like I could die, right? Going back, it's fine.
May the stars
Okay. Invalid, true, dude. But it's fine. Like I've talked with Burning, and basically, like you can pay the hardcore mods $200 per dev, and they will validate your run. So, we're Gucci, man. Like I was looking into validating that run that I used for hardcore, like for ZF practice, where I died like 45 times or something. But you know, that would be a bit much for my wallet, so I decided not to. Joking, of course. Just no way hardcore mods would ever take money for a service like that. Seems like Tommy already won. What? But like imagine actually dying on a fresh, holy fuck dude. Like even at level 6, like Tommy in Tactics pulled the fucking death to a hogger on some. That sucks so much. Like I don't even know if I would be able to continue after that. That is such a massive tilter. Like an actual fucking ICBA moment. Where do you think the circuit prize pool came from? Yeah. Apparently it's sponsored by HC Elite and RXP, right? I wonder who is HC Elite anyway, because that's a guild, man. Like it's not an organization. So like, was it just like a donor from the guild, and he wanted to call it states from the guild? Like what happened there? Yeah, like some Euler? I don't know, man. I'm curious, kinda though. Okay, so Lord Melanas can spawn in 3 different locations in this cave, but since the unit scan is fucking popping off, I know he is here in the closest spot, which is also the best spot. And we can do this nice little trick here. Yeah, of course it's from the appeals, right? But like actually, who's the fucking Euler? Okay, I don't like getting dazed though. Water is an evade spot, but I don't know if that's EU only. I actually need to test that on an A, because like it might be like an EU water bug situation where it's an evade spot, but like only on EU. Like that could be a legit thing. Yeah, I don't know if anyone is not aware at this point still, but like EU water is actually bugged. Okay, he's 1 HP, man. That's fucking annoying. Is that guy gonna kill me, man? Like I actually like kited out. This guy is fucking annoying me. The fact that he live on 1 HP is bad for time. No, I don't play neither female. I don't know. Don't like the look. They run funny. Like that's my main idea actually. Main reason why I don't. Is the female night elf like flaps her hands around? It's like I don't know, man. The run is just awkward. When she runs, she like flaps her hand around. And I have camera on to show you, but like if you played one, you know it. Yeah, the bug is the bugged water is only on EU. And like for instance, when we had Season of Mastery still, it wasn't on Season of Mastery. It is only on EU era servers. So like it's gonna be fixed for the hardcore realm for sure. But yeah, water is bugged. Like mobs will like evade. I'll show you when we get to the bit with the bog links around the river. Like there's a bunch of them that you just cannot pull at all on EU. Melanas water reset, not you only? Okay, that's good. I mean that makes it easier. So for instance, the grills, like there's the exact same cave layout in for Horde in one of the caves, and the grills there swim. I think it's the starter actually zone, like the level 4 grills, they swim. Whereas these guys don't, then I guess. Like the Valley of Trials starter zone has the exact same layout cave, right? And grills in it, and they will follow you into that water. Yeah, you cannot do the escort. Like, for instance, there's this escort in Fellwood, like from this graveyard, the big tree, and he also like falls through the ground, and that just gives like 8k XP. I had that happen to me during the speedrun. It's so bad, dude. Basically had to grind Furl bugs for like 8k XP at the end. I wouldn't have to do that, but then, you know, failed the quest for reasons beyond my control. Okay, actually I don't wanna pull that with this guy on me. Sounds like it's gonna be scuffed. Now we need to clear this thing. This is where the shift is, right? Normally you wouldn't do that. Like you would do this quest and then you would go up there. Oh no, even different. After Melanas you'd go back to Dolnar, turn in the quest, and you would run like here to the next Moonwell they need to find. Whereas I'm not doing that. I still have that quest, but I'm not running there yet. And what I'll be doing is right now I'm gonna lookout skip from this cave to Darna. Pick up the quests that you would later pick up in Darna, except I do it now. And then I'm gonna use the mountain skip to get to that Moonwell. Like this is slower for this level. It's like I'm gonna get like a plus 15 minutes on level 9 or something. Because I'm basically good doing jack shit right now. But like later on you skip an entire run to Darna. And you also skip this awkward run where you need to go there and then to go back. And instead you just do it in like one way. It's like that's the idea, right? We log out skip, we're in Darna. No, they said it's just gonna be a hardcore server and it's a different thing from the seasons, right? So it's not gonna be a season of hardcore or anything like that. My understanding is that they also mentioned that they will not impose the hardcore rules upon players and they will leave it to the community to decide what they actually want to do with it. So like the main twist they will do is just that def equals delete. So from my understanding they will just launch like a classic era server that just has def equals elite, which is delete. Which is basically what I expected to happen anyway. So yeah, there's gonna be 2 freshes for sure. It's just the season of whatever the season will be about is gonna drop like later on.
I am listening.
Right, so you accept this quest, you accept Lady Sartarf, which you would do at level like you would do that in the Zarant route basically when you already have enough XP to hit 10. Whereas now I'll do it early, I'll go back to town and then I'll go Dink 10. No, there's no way they drop it at the same time. From what they said that the hardcore servers are coming this summer. And that the season info will drop later this year, right? Like, so if you take that info from what the guy said, then it means that the hardcore server will drop before season. And likely, possibly even, we will have hardcore server before they even announce like what the new season is about. So yeah. Yeah, it's good that they're separate. Although like one of my like hopes or like, I don't know, I mean it was never gonna happen, right? I knew that, but like one way that you beat beat mage as a hunter is if there's like the Season of Mastery XP buff. like the quest XP buff. That's a hunter
Peace
buff.
be with you. Go in peace.
Yeah, like they need to figure out what they want to do about like Wrath being a thing and whatnot. Okay, so now we do the skip. I'm gonna show you guys. Need to go here between the second two buildings of the tradesman terrace, and you reach like a mountain wall. I mean, Rogue is pretty fast, but I think it's slower than Hunter by like a couple hours. Played normally, and if CF is a thing, it's like way slower. You can actually AoE farm CF as a Hunter as well. It's like slightly worse than a mage, but you can still do that. And there's like a daily cap for instances, so if they keep that for hardcore, you can only do 30 ZFs anyway, if you reach the cap. Yeah, this might be a bit annoying to line up. But you use that route to get up here. And then you need to scale this. It's also it's sus. But like I've got a system for it. And yeah, we're up there. Yeah, I think they might put in like an opt-in solo self-found, but like it's hard to tell. But like the official Blizzard thing initially is just gonna be the Ficos delete, which is, you know, I think that was to be expected. So no surprises there. So it's just scaled like this mountain, right? And now we go up. I need to finish my spider legs on the way back to Dolnar, but there's a lot of spiders. On the fresh, there should also be like less people in this bit of the zone. Like the vast majority of players will be on the east. So we get this file, and then we get the fruit. And the usual route is you would come from the other way and then you'd run back, so it's a bit awkward. You don't really like going back and forth, right? Whereas here, I skipped from here to there. I already did the quests that I need to pick up for later anyway, and then I don't have to do that later. I just did it now, and you save a bit of time running around. Like, it's not like a massive thing. It makes more sense for hardcore with the dev skips being like Teldrassil worked really nice with dev skips. But like without it's kind of annoying because like you end up having two of these moments where you just need to run from the Harpy NPC quest giver to Darna, and it feels really bad. Especially the first one, because the second one you do with Pet, it's kind of okay. Because you can grind mobs easily on the way. But like the first one is just so terrible. You are too weak to like grind the mobs that are on the way on the path there. And you just like mostly run. I should probably looted that spider because I need the legs. Yeah, trolling. Also, I'm fucking terrified of the cats here. They are fast, they hit hard, and they hit fast, like fucking Onyxia wipe animation guy. I've actually died here a couple times. Like just trying to run through is risky. It's got 2 legs here. The spiders are fine because they're slow. Like you can see, I just walk to the spider and I can create distance immediately. Also dodge every single attack, but yeah. But the cat is like way faster than your character. Yeah, so like this bit of night, like Teldrassil kind of sucks, right? But you need to complete the Moonwell quests because they give just too much XP in the long run. But they add a lot of running around. You know, it's nice to have some like, well, like what your firsty dad said, right? Like you're some sort of a token of validation of our acknowledgement that you're playing in a different type of game, right? That's like if you're solo self-found, it's nice to, you know, show that off a bit. People. The problem that's gonna research with the addition of if they make solo self-found like an opt-in is that it's not like a Path of Exile game, right? Like if you select solo, you never see anyone else. It's still an MMO, right? And that we had this problem initially in hardcore when the servers were not like dominated by only hardcore players, where people would get really pissed when you would refuse to group with them because you're like, ah, I'm so self-found. And like that's gonna come back, right? If you have on the hardcore realms, like most people are gonna be grouping, trading and shit. But like then you come in, solo self-found, a yoink attack, and you refuse to invite people, right? And you know, people gonna get pissed.
Vishnu Allah. Till next we meet.
Feel free to browse. Balloons light your path.
Yeah, but that's a bit different, like what they did on Turtle Wow, right? I don't think I can create a world for like each solo self-found player, because that is a lot of single player layers. Like, Blizzard would never do that. Yeah.
Vishnu Allah.
So you're talking about giving like everyone who asks for it their private server, right? Pretty much. I don't know how straining that is on the actual servers, but like I just don't see that.
Balloon be with us.
Yeah, well the thing with like, I don't know, Turtle Wolf community, but like the hardcore, like when the hardcore drop on Season of Mastery for the Road to Rank, we were going for it, like there was a lot of people who would roll there as well, without the intention of playing solo self-found. Like, it's actually what happened, right? Like they would create like Reddit posts and shit, and like whisper you like rude messages. You know, you kill them up, refuse to group with them, which you know kind of does come across like a dick move, right? You don't really lose anything if you like invite someone and let them share attack for like an 8 mob. I mean, it's not like a massive issue as in like game-breakingly bad, but it is something that happened. See you, Lurkers. Yeah, no, the no grouping part makes actually no sense anymore. With like how How much damage do I take if I jump here? Probably like 0, right? Yeah, because you can clip onto that. Okay. What I was saying? What was I saying? Yeah, the grouping doesn't make sense anymore because it was initially to like prevent people from grouping with non-hardcore people, right? And that therefore compromising the challenge. But like on the hardcore dominated servers right now, that is Bloodsail, Buccaneers, and Hydrax and Waterlords, like there's actually no point in no grouping. Like there's 5 people camping a mob. They will help each other kill it anyway. So it's not like they respect the 1v1 or anything like that. But then only one person gets the tag. Like it just makes no sense, man. But yeah, the problem with the Blizzard server is there's gonna be botting and there's gonna be boosting. Because they will allow it, right? Like they will allow it by not like disallowing it basically. And if it's not disallowed or blocked, then players will do it. Like there's no way there's not gonna be botters, RMTers, or like people boosting each other in dungeons on the hardcore server. Like that's just the fact. It's like players proved many a time to all the game devs that they are willing to take the most optimal path every time. And the most optimal path in a world of botting is unfortunately to swipe. They can't pull this mob. See, this is the EU water bugged mob. He cannot leave the water, he's evading. I'm already out of combat. But the bots are cheating also, right? Like the bots are like fly hacking and shit. I think that it's not like that big of a reach to program a bot that can play hardcore. I don't think they can enable God mode, but like bots are kinda cheating. I mean, you could program a bot to take like a very safe path and then it wouldn't die, right? Like it's not like the game is hard. Like you need a lot of patience for hardcore, but bots have infinite patience. So that's not a problem. Yeah, also that's the other thing with bots, right? Like you just have so many that you just need a good enough bot. You need the perfect bot. I'm really not getting that many tumors from them, am I? Yeah, I can finish this later, but it's gonna be annoying if I only have one. Like I really don't want to farm these guys more than I have to. Because you're kinda underpowered at level 9, you wanna rush 10 ASAP. That guy's back for sure. So I can pull him out of the water. Black Mouse. Black Mouse is nice for this route. I've talked to Zarand, like how do rares work on Fresh? Like if he's even gonna spawn. Like the time for the rare to tick begins when the server is created. Like that would mean 2 hours and 20 minutes after the server is up, this guy should spawn. Like it would be too late, except for the fact that like the server is actually up before we can log in. So if they create the server like 2 hours before we can log in, then he's gonna be up. Like this guy probably saves you like long term around 10 to 15 minutes. It allows you to just rush 10 faster and you don't need to bother with the Harpy quest. Whereas if you don't find them, then you need to like do a part of the Harpy quest or something in order to hit 10. This pathing spot is absolutely broken, by the way. Like this tree, you don't even need to jump, you just move, and like these guys will, you know, like he has to go the other way. But like these guys are fucking, you get tanky, I don't even want to fight them. Killing that guy is kinda in the way. Have you ever killed Black Moss on a P server? No. He hit like 99. I never really played on the P servers, man. I don't know if that's like a... I'm like a retail guy. Is Lady Sartarf here? She is. But why is this like a maze filled with cats right now? They all fuck, by the way, the feral nightsabers. Jesus Christ, man. How'd I pull that shit? Alright, we have an opening right now. Congrats Peter, by the way, on the victory today. If I forget. Fucking good job, guys. See, you guys are Seaforium equals cringe team. No old-fashioned. Yeah, I saw some multi shots, right? But yeah, it was fine. The strat was so painful to watch. Like, it was like the complete opposite of what you guys presented during the most of the dungeons. Where it was just like painfully slow, and that Seaforium thing, I was like just plus 20 minutes for no reason. But like the VRD1 pull at the end, super cool, man. Love to see that in big balls. But like, yeah, you had the win in the pocket, right? So you didn't have to care about strat. So it made sense what you did. It's just like it was fucking painfully boring because like everyone knew you're gonna win, but we were just waiting for it, you know? Like, it's a shame that that slow died because it really removed a lot from the ending, from like a fun to watch standpoint. But you know, you did the correct play, which is just go slow, man. I would not hold it against anyone. It's just, I'm saying from a viewer perspective. Okay, screw it, I'm just gonna pull that cat. Yeah, it would have been interesting because like your screw up was massive. So like it would be interesting to see how that could affect, you know, the standings in the end. That would have been a very interesting thing to check. Right, so we're gonna have like a delayed level 10, but not by that much, right? And I have already completed the run to Darna that you would do around this point. So like it should pay dividend in the next 2 levels. It's new route.
How may I help?
And now we can just harp to town. With this XP, I would have had to farm, like, I would probably do the Mist Escort if you didn't have Black Moss here, because you need to dink 10 here. But like with Black Moss, it's just way less XP that you need. Yeah, I skipped over the mountain, like the way the Ampida did. And then go like here and then to the moon wall there and then to town instead of like going from the other way. Oh yeah, it must be a huge relief on your like calendar, right? Like you have so much more free time now. Red, green or blue? I kinda like red. Is that okay? Alright man, enjoy. I can't say no mage until release, like I might do some mage at some point when I feel like it, right? Like I'm not really gonna say that I just want. I actually managed to turn in all the quests before we started the roleplay. It didn't happen to me before, so that's nice. 66 copper, nice man. Do you have enough for like a flight path? You need to go somewhere? Or do you need to vendor your gear now? Use my mouth, yeah, true dude. Slugger skip everywhere? Yeah, I wish you could, man. Actually, maybe not. Like, the game would be kinda cringe if you like, could like actually log a skip from every spot. Oh wait, I don't have the fucking quest, man. I mean, if there's no guard, I can kite it to the dude.
Peace be with you. Farewell.
Nah, it's fine, dude. Rank 1 Serpent Snake, not gonna do anything to it. There's like one big tree guard that's patrolling around here that I think could kill it, but
Brings you here. Go in
it just wasn't there. Briefing of MM till 20, I don't like it. I really like Imp Pet Brez ASAP. Or like when you do something stupid, so you don't waste like half a minute each time. And I like the proc on Imp Hog. That feels good. I think efficiency is close to worthless at this level. You don't really use that much mana. Crit is nice though. But like, I feel like you'd be spending 5 talent points just to get 5 talent points. But it's 10% on what? On shots and stings, right? So like concussive shot, arcane shot. Yeah, like, okay, it's kinda on your bread and butter spells, but I don't know, man. 10% at this level when you don't really need to use those spells at all anyway to like kill mobs. I don't know. I'd rather get more auto shots off with Impog and then actually, you know, not have to waste the gold on respec later on as well. What the fuck? Oh wait, I have the fucking pet on me. Okay, I am spaced out. See, this is a fucking streamer diff. I forgot to dismiss my pet. Yo, what up, Keksek? Congrats on the huge win. I was just congratulating Peter, but congrats to you as well, man. How do you feel? How does your calendar feel? You know, free after all those weeks. Keksek didn't have pet frames. Oh, he doesn't care about your pet, dude. Imagine. Shameless though. You wouldn't say that, Keksik, if you played in the dungeon draft events. I mean, or if you made it to the end. Like the hunter pet is the fucking best tank, bro. Yeah. I think you've played in one, you died at like 13, right? For the DM Cup or something? Am I correct? My frames were so scuffed, yeah, man. It's the fucking black bar diff, I don't know. But no, like the viewport is actually good. If you have a big screen, it's nice. I know people meme you. But I'm pretty sure like almost every like actual raid leader in retail uses viewport as well. So they can like fit more shit on the screen. Okay, I'm gonna pull like a fucking army of owls while I drag this one along. I guess we'll see. Okay, I actually dodged them.
I am honored.
Nice kite, thanks. Yeah, I'm abusing the fact that me and my pet have separate leash timers, so I'm hitting the mob with concussive shot on Paul. It goes on me, I hit it once with my pet. And then I just run and don't hit it anymore, and then I drop red. Because my leash expires, so but my pet hit later, so it goes on the pet. And then before the leash of the pet expires, I hit it again, so it goes back on me. And just rinse repeat. I'm not sure you can do this on a fresh though. The mob will probably die. Like someone will kill your mob. Most likely. Due to, I don't know. Either trying to help you because he's clueless, or actually trying to grief you on purpose. I think you just need to take the L and run back and forth. Like it might be hard to even find them on the DM Cup. In this spot there was no owls. I couldn't find any. I wasted like 10 minutes trying to find an owl to finish this quest. I had to go eventually like over there or something. That was bad. So I've tested before, like how does it work if I just do the Harpy quests anyway at level 9? That was kinda slow though, like I feel like you're so underpowered at level 9, kinda sucks. I need to put in a step that tells me to buy arrows, by the way. I didn't buy level 10 arrows, that's actually kinda a big deal. Like the level 10 hours actually hit like noticeably harder. But yeah, pet is the biggest spike. And level 10 spells are so good. RPs are OP. Which ones? Are you like in a charred veil or something? I know that place is like a lot of people die there. You cannot lose your pet in here. It's fine. I mean, this one is the quest pet, right? So he doesn't even have happiness. Or I cannot resummon it if he dies. But I'm looking for another one. This one I'm gonna tame. Gonna send my pet on a mission to fucking Africa. So despawns. And like I don't have, I cannot summon it now, right? So it's just gone. It's a quest pet, not a real pet. Shard Vale's what I was thinking about. See, did I fucking know? Like that spot is sus, yeah. I've seen a lot of people die there. I've actually never done these quests. I feel like they're hard, and there's also an alliance quest, but like just don't do it because it's like an awkward quest. It's fine. The level 8 ones also have low rank too. And for like a real speedrun, I'm getting a cat anyway, and in Darkshore, I need the cat with cower so I can do ZF with it. That is the best spot to get cower. Just secure a cat early on. Wait, I need to finish the tumors, man. I kinda spaced out again. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be slower because I'm just not playing cleanly. I also need to reconsider what spells I'm buying at level 8 and buy less. And then buy train stabs in Darna. It sucks not to have a staff already. I really like training stab skill up here and not in Darkshore. Like it's gonna suck in Darkshore. I need to hit the grabs without a stab skill. But what's nice about this route as well is that you prio Black Moss and Sartarfs. Like if it's up, you're gonna get it because you like path through the entire river. Whereas on the old route, you kinda had to go out of your way, otherwise you wouldn't be able to turn in Black Moss. It's like you don't wanna like go back to town just to turn it in. It's not worth it. Just basically either use Black Moss to hit 10 or you're not coming back ever again. Yeah, I pretty much path the entire river at 9. I do Lady Sartarf, so I don't need to do it now. And I kill Black Moss if it's there. It's like you accept Lady Sartarf early as well to go to Darna early. So that's the thing. I mean, if there is a... I don't know how good those Harpy quests are, like Mist and Harpies. I think they're pretty good though. But there's like a world where you could skip it altogether. I actually kill my pet because these guys kind of fuck. Oh, we're good. It's like you could go fast, like super fast Darkshore if you skip these two quests here. And you get Black Moss. So you don't need any XP. I don't know if that's good, but it's an idea. Like, you know, don't bother coming back here, instead just log out, skip to Darna again, and then you have like a giga fast Darna. Like an actual like 20 something minute faster Darkshore. But you're like a level down, you know. Question is how good that even is. Let's get someone to do it because he's fucking useless later on. He's like level 7. He cannot hit shit in Darkshore anymore. It's like glancing blowing every single mob. I feel like the Harpies are the best moment to spawn with Timberling. They all drop the fucking items, that's kinda interesting. Good RNG. I still need to clear Optimist anyway. I only have one egg. Also interesting. Maybe I just didn't loot enough of the owls. fucking Bogling doesn't give a fuck. No, it's all matriarchs, man. Need to see it. I don't need all this food. Like, these mobs are way overtuned. Well, at least with pet they're not that bad, but like without pet you can actually die by just pulling one of these. So they heal and they hit with lightning bolt for like 25. Or, sorry, 40, I mean. Like actually crazy mob to find in the starter zone. And heals for half health. And like all the other harpies are fine, they're like your normal mob, and like the matriarchs are just like gig overtuned. Yeah, with pet you can kill them pretty much every time before the heal. Okay, I can get a pot. Silver bar. Yeah, the Slayers have execute. Honestly, like almost every mob that has like the Slayer suffix in the name has execute in the game. You need to download the classic bestiary add-on. It's made by Urbid, by the way, and maintained by Urbid, who is in the chat, or like at least was. It has all the spells of mobs listed. Like when you mouse over them, they will. It says, for instance, this guy you can see in the tooltip, right? It says Deafening Screech. She casts. Yeah, Urbit is amazing. Yeah, the collection of big update looking good. Hell yeah, man. Give us more of those mob abilities. But yeah, going back to where I started, like a lot of mobs with Slayer in name have execute, or like type of names that kind of suggest that they might have it, like executioner or like, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
What brings you here?
Like these names are kind of not fake. And here I want to use on Fresh the unstuck system. So let me pull it up. It's like this is the second point where you would ideally dev skip the Darna. But honestly, I need to look into actually skipping the Harpy quest, because that could make some sense. Like maybe just do Mist. I don't know, man. But if you do Mist, you need to kill a couple of Harpies and they can already drop you like 4 belts, and if you'd bad to skip it. It's a bit awkward. But if you get Black Moss, I think you could skip those two quests, and it's probably faster, but only if you get Black Moss, because if you don't, you need to grind XP. So you need to go there anyway. But it could be a thing, honestly. Because they're just so out of the way, the Harpies. For this bit, it takes a bit long, yeah. As in, because I didn't have the page pull up, right? But like if you do it normally, as in if you pre-set up the web page, so you already need to click only like accept or something, then it should only take like half a minute to unstack, and it's way faster than just running to Darna. But yeah, here it's obviously gonna be slow because I'm like pulling up the website right now. So it's scuffed. But I logged out, so like the in-game timer will not tick. That's what I'm using for this one. Ranks of Claw and Bite, do you go for 1 to 6? Yeah, I mean the highest available, right? You check on Petopia, which mobs have the highest rank of the spell you're using, like have the next rank, and like which are in the way, like so you don't want to go out of your way of the route. But like once you're in a spot where you can acquire a new rank of spell, And it's somewhat convenient to just get it, right? How long do you have to wait? It's usually like a couple seconds. I don't know, like maybe 20. Maybe I'm like superstitious, but I feel like if you don't insta log in and you just let it cook for like a couple seconds, then it's faster. But like if you log in, then it's gonna say character temporarily unavailable, and it's gonna be like, and then it's gonna say it more times. Okay, so I pressed it like 20 seconds ago, I think, or like 15. Let's see, like 20 tops. Yeah, we're in. I would also log out, like just log out manually while you're pressing the button. I don't know if that's faster or not. I would have to like test that more, but I feel like if you log out, then it's faster. But if you get kicked out of the game, then it takes longer. But that's unconfirmed. I need to test.
What brings you?
But that is my theory also. Actually, I need to go back there later, but fuck it.
Feel free to browse.
I agree, I shouldn't go here
With your
immediately because I don't have money to
Oh,
buy
no.
shit I need to buy. Or
God
do
is
I?
to watch over me.
Wait a minute.
My goods are of the highest quality.
It's 17, right? I can sell this. I actually can't sell this, I need that shit. 16. Eh. I mean, I almost have it. And I would have to come back, but yeah, no, it's a bit
Farewell.
scuffed. So basically, I'll have to run here anyway after I turn in the Tears of the Moon. They give you 10 silver, like that's actually your bow money. But yeah, I hate not having the staff early. That's bad. I need to fix that by like not overspending before I leave for Darna. Uh, but other than that, I think this is pretty good. And you could consider, I think, with Black Moss skipping the Harpies, and you just grind some like more Furl bucks later on. It's whatever. It's probably I need to check the XP per hour the Harpies give.
Can I?
To do 2 quests, they're like 1600 XP, but I actually need to run so much, dude. Whereas I could just log out, skip to Darna again from the Ambusher Cave and just be done. I think with Black Moss, if you can get it, that might actually be the play. But yeah, Harpies give you a lot of money, but I don't think you'll need the money.
I have vision that she lacked.
But it's true, they have like a giga stack loot table. Like if you're short on money, they're the way you get money. Okay, I should have jumped there as well.
Hello. Good luck.
But I think XP wise they actually are probably bad.
I am honored. Asha Selah.
You spend talent point, okay dude. There you go. See that I made that weaker and I'm already like filtering it out. I need to move it like more to the middle of my screen so it's annoying me more. Let's actually do that, I guess. Suikara is made by Arbit as well, by the way. Asked him for one because I keep forgetting to spend my talent point. Like I actually like notoriously forget about it. Oh yeah, I also didn't buy level 10 hours and I killed like a lot of mobs without level 10 hours, which is a big time loss. So all in all, this run is pretty fucking cursed, man. I need to do a better one tomorrow. I was hard scuffed. But I'm also testing the guide I made. I know noticed a couple of problems with it already.
Vishnu
I'm gonna fix
Allah.
that and go again tomorrow. First run back on Hunter. Not first, but yeah. I had to map this into RxP and I did it by using the guide creator and just running it once, right? But I wanted to test it today, but when I'm streaming, I kind of forget about those small details like buy arrows type stuff. So, you know, it bit me in the ass that I didn't put a reminder step in the guide, for instance, to buy arrows. Then it's kind of harder to forget. I need to add stuff like that. I just that's like anti
Eyes, let's
sleep deprivation tech. Like early on, it won't matter because I should be pretty well rested, but like I might recreate some of the later steps in the guide as well. And like having you reminders about literally everything is gonna be good, even if they're a bit obnoxious. But now I kinda wanna do the fucking no harpy run, see how that goes. But yeah, I don't have time today. I'll check it later. And then I also need to obviously test it without black musk how it's gonna look, but I have an idea how it's gonna look. It's gonna look exactly the same, except I have to do the mist escort uh, at level 8 or 9 instead of black mouse, which is obviously just slower. But you know, you cannot guarantee that you find him on a fresh.
Vishnu Allah. Goddess watch over you.
Okay, let's actually buy the arrows now. I forget like 4th time in a row.
How may I help?
But yeah, look, I have so much money over and I didn't loot like any greens or shit that vendored for a lot,
Be
right? I have
careful.
16 silver. Like, you don't need the harpy gold, so it should be fine to skip them. Or if you don't get black ones, you obviously just do them. Then it's no diff. But yeah, I think this has potential. I'm going maybe like a minute slower to Darkshore versus this run. I think I arrived there like 146 or something.
I am listening. Be careful.
And here I made like a couple mistakes and wasn't as focused, so and it wasn't preset, like with the mob levels and shit.
I am on good luck, friend.
So I think this route is better. I need to go back to the old one because I have this part mapped. Like, let me record it actually, for if I want to use it for later. Or reload, make this pop up. Basically using that add-on from Serant to map. It's gonna record the quests that I accept and turn in the order that I do.
Elune be with you.
Yeah, I like that.
How may I help?
I mean, you have the vote if you want for like how exactly it looks.
I am
But
up.
recently they added all these colors into RXP and it makes all the guides that I do look like shit.
Hey,
So they added all the NPCs, they added all the colors, and like I just be doing that. But like this is so colorful compared to like the one that I have. But yeah, I need to feed that as well.
Can I assist you?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like the one that I made for mage is pretty good.
Vishnu
I
Allah.
also added a couple of the NPCs to the guide where it's like important to talk to them through like walls, so you can actually click them. And the unit scans for the items. So it's I have all the tech in there where I need it, and I just don't have it for like every single NPC in the route, which like you don't need that, man, really. It just looks okay. But yeah, it gives them like a from a product perspective, yeah, like definitely wanna add that in for your customers. Oh wait. Yeah, but like it is a bit much too. Like the amount of colors I see already in those steps, it's a bit much. Thanks, Stingray, for the follow. So this is also the like another problem, right? I didn't get stabs early, and now like I'm not able to hit these guys at all. Yeah, like you don't need the raid markers on the NPCs. What is nice and now some people use is like that they add the next NPC you need to talk to. You can keybind that, and then you basically don't even need to right click or left click them anymore, and you just spam like I don't know scroll wheel or something that you find easy to spam as you walk past. Yeah, I don't do that, but it sounds like it could be pretty convenient. Yeah. Do not have this bound? Okay, I don't. And by this I mean growl toggle. Already 5 out of 6 on the crawler legs. What happened there? I mean, when did that happen? I forgot to buy food and water as well in the... Like I usually buy 5 milk and 20 of the food here. Yeah, I'm just like inting, man. Level 4 trolls are now safe. Yeah, the fucking level troll population must be booming, man. Must be off the charts, I don't know. These murlocs I actually have like a lot of respect for. These guys are scary, man. They run super fast and they hit like actually hard. And at this point I have wing clip. If you just like pull too many with total health, you're just gonna die. That guy gonna pull? He might. He's level 12, so actually probably not. Okay, never mind. Shouldn't have shit talked him. Fucking heard that. There's some Moonstalker around I saw as well. I need to tame that as a pet for practice reasons. It's a time loss to do it right now. So I'll lose my owl. And I need to wait for pet skills to catch up so I can learn claw. But like if you're gonna farm ZF, then you need to do that anyway. So I might as well. But I don't know what I can do, man. I mean, Blizzard can ban it, like, by making it, like, undoable. But, you know, that's about it. Yeah, Burning is a big ZF enjoyer, so I don't know if he's the right person to contact. Burning has probably more time played in ZF than you have in WoW. Yeah, I'm not looking to get hired by Blizzard, man. Disregarding any of the workplace issue allegations. But this guy actually kind of fucks. Like, that would be bad if the... Like, say tame beast resisted. I have to, like, pot and run away. I don't think I could get 55 in ZF. I think I could get 54. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. I think it's like a lot though. Like I think like 50, 60, but there's a daily cap. Like for fresh, you cannot log out and you can only do 30 ZFs if it's the same as in era. So I think the play is you just level to 44, so ZF is pretty easy. And then you just slam 30 ZFs and just see where you end up. Can I accept this quest by like talking to this guy? I don't think you can. I think it's too high up. I wonder if you could accept it from below, like as an night elf, maybe.
I am honored. Ishnu
I mean, Tommy died because he didn't remember how to do it, right? That's the biggest thing.
Others watch over
But it's hard, like you need to test CF beforehand. If you wanna even consider doing that on hardcore, you need to be sure that you're like a master of it. Because it's a real risky thing, right? You can't just like go win and hope for the best. You will lose like a lot of time IRL by just trying to learn CF and dying on repeat before you can get it consistent enough. That's what I did for Hunter as well. Like when I started doing CF, it was so bad. I had multiple issues with like trying to figure out why mobs behave a certain way and such. Until I got it down finally. Like, it's just a process, man. Fish wreckage? Dude, I'm not fishing, man. You have, like I know you have some fishing, you know, experience now, but we are not doing that. This is as a Christian channel. Should be 12 by the way, but I didn't farm enough crabs because I got all the crawler claws like instantly. So these guys are orange now. I mean, it doesn't matter on a hunter. So shoot, it's nice because you either hit or you don't. Just no like weird glancing blowers stuff. But yeah, this guy I'm definitely not going with 60. I'm mostly using him to test like the new Teldrassil route. It was a bit scuffed because I just fucked it up. So I'm behind. Like I'm only behind like 3 minutes behind the run I did with logout abuse and setting up the mobs. So that makes me think that it is actually faster by like a couple minutes. So this is just a gameplay issue. I mean, without ZF, it's actually just safer, right? Yeah, cat is a bit sad. I forgot to buy the fish that I feed him. It's a bit bad I don't have pet threat on. Okay, that's fixed. Yeah, I know it's there, man. I'm kinda busy doing, other stuff. I actually see it when it's dead in the middle of my screen, like don't worry about it. I can have the pet hit it yet. I can die to this, did I have to pot? No, I really don't wanna pot. Okay.
What brings you here?
I am
But yeah, I'm
armed.
kinda not really paying
Connection.
much attention to
Greetings.
like the details that I should be doing. I'm like following the general route, okay. But like I should have
Go in
bought these before. Pet the pet. Bought arrows early. Stuff like
peace.
that.
Greetings.
Ishu Allah.
Not been maxing enough, not specking talents between shots. I mean, maybe yeah.
Greetings. Good luck, friend. Peace be with you. What brings you here?
Talent weaving. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have to call it for now for today, cause I don't really want to test Darkshore right now. It's fine. I need to do another Teldrassil, but it's just too late right now. But I didn't want to start streaming before the hardcore announcement, so waiting for that. Yeah, this was like 3 minutes slower, I think, than the reset logout abuse run. But we can do better for sure. With Black Moss, I think you can skip actually the harpies altogether. And that kinda makes sense. Let's see, I need to check how much XP per hour they were, but yeah. I can do College in peace. Yeah, man, College is safe for now. I mean, I might do some mage later on. For like... just for fun. I also want to finish the 22, like the 20 to 22 bits, so it's like complete, and then you can basically click on the aesthetics PAOE guide and should be somewhat compatible with that. For now, like if you took my guide, then you have like a 2 level gap between Darkshore level 20 and like the wetlands bit. Just like that entire Redridge part that I didn't do. But I did one mage speedrun under 7 hours, despite one failed patch. So now I was overall happy with that. Now the announcement is out, the BTR is gonna drop soon. I wanna prep some Hunter. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me today. But I'm kind of busy tomorrow. I have a lot of like retail stuff I need to do, and I have a retail raid later on. But I'll try to sneak in one run at some point. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow hopefully. Gonna check if there's someone streaming, maybe for a quick raid. Trying to look for like smaller guys so you can like double their view count. It's kind of nice. I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually have anyone from following streaming right now. Okay, I'm just gonna call it, man. Skip the raid for today. See you again. Bye bye.